Hi. Hello.
What did happen?
The dog, like her bed was just gone, and I looked and it was like behind me. So she had made it go all the way around me, and I didn't even see her.
She like cleans her face on it after she eats, and she's been moving it like bodily across the room, but that's a first.
Maybe she moved it under your desk and around the other way.
No, because I would be in the way of that. She wouldn't have come around that way. I have like stuff here on the floor.
Yeah, but still, she's just a weirdo.
But then now she
We
just
love
lays
her.
on the floor next to it.
She lays on the floor next to her. Hi, everyone.
Sorry, we're having a weird dog day here.
He's okay.
Don't be mean to my dog.
I'm not.
She's the cutest.
Mm-hmm.
She got excited earlier because she came down and we were sitting at the kitchen table, and she went over to my desk where I work from home. It was like sniffing and looking up there, and then it was like stopped and looked around and came over and sniffed my leg where I was sitting, and then it was like, and I was like, "Did you find me? Did you find me?" She was so excited.
Silly.
Talent and skill for that dog, let me tell you.
Yeah.
She's old. And
we love her,
mostly
but her
blind,
sniffer's
mostly
broken.
deaf.
Mostly blind, mostly deaf. Mostly a lot of things. Mostly cute.
But she does still have her little zoomies, as I call them, but they're like little tippy tappies.
She does.
She just tippy tappies instead of zooms.
The cutest. No, I hate that. That's fine. How's everyone doing?
Who else is sad that the Olympics are over?
Me.
We watched the closing ceremony today.
We did.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. The only bit of the Olympics that I've watched is the stuff that I've seen like on
like clips and highlights and stuff.
Clips and highlights, and it's all been like the romancy stuff and like the how many ships are gonna sail because of all of the stuff that's happening at the Olympics. Like the spicy romance books that are gonna come out of the Olympics.
Did you see the one with the swimmers?
What?
Did you see the one with the swimmers, the divers? He kissed his whole ass shoulder.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I did see that. And then there was like, I think there were like 2 proposals. There's like the one where the high jumper guy like barely even landed and then like bolted across the room to his girlfriend in the stands. There's our friend who missed the pole vault because his wiener's too fucking big. Like the stories that are going to come out of this. If you're a sports romance girly, it's going to be your time in about a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, that guy has already gotten offers from X-rated movie producers.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
From
that guy's going to have the best time when he gets back home.
My gosh.
And the guy that like landed and ran to his girlfriend was a guy from Sweden, and he had already won. He had already won his gold medal. He was trying to get a new world record.
Yeah.
And so when he finally got it, it was actually really exciting because we were watching it live. We were like, yeah. And then he took off to his girlfriend. And I was like, he hugged his girlfriend before he hugged his mom.
We watched the majority of them. The events. We got into it. I'm proud. I was like, I've done a lot of things. I've gotten Amber into a lot of different things since we got here, but like her liking the Olympics is top tier. That and Holy Moly are like my crowning achievements.
I need there to be putt-putt golf in the U.S. Olympics.
I mean, have you seen the Australian breakdancer? It would be probably better than that.
Poor girl.
But you know what, though? Good for her.
She did not get one point.
She now had like it's such a huge part of her identity. She now has to go home and like was she going to compete again?
She has a PhD in breakdancing.
Oh God.
It's not good.
She is the country's best female breakdancer.
It's her whole identity. She can't go home now and be a part of that community. She can't.
She didn't 1 point. Not 1 point. She was doing like kangaroo hops.
Oh, I seen it.
Sprinkler.
She did the sprinkler.
It was bad.
It was.
So my question is this done like gymnastics where you have a routine that you have to follow, and if you deviate from your routine, you get docked, or is it just go out and have a good time?
No, so there's three
criteria.
Rounds.
Oh.
And so each round is like a battle. Each person gets like 30 seconds to do theirs against each other. And basically each judge just votes on who they thought won that round. And then whoever gets the most votes overall for, the round gets that round. And then whoever gets the most rounds wins, that whole thing. And she didn't get, every single time that she did it, every vote was not her color. It was all for the other person. Poor girl.
So maybe she's like really good, but she just choked.
No.
Come on.
We've done research. She's that bad.
We've gone deep. It's not. Nope. No.
Yeah, you guys have to Google the women's Australian breakdancer. The men's Australian breakdancer is actually fairly good. But
there has to be breakdancers who were like, I didn't know this was an Olympic sport, and I'm way better than her.
Yeah.
There were people on TikTok doing her routine.
They're like, I never thought I could be an Olympian until today. And then they were like doing her routine, but like spot on. It's not good. I feel really bad for her.
Like I'm telling you, you could probably do it.
You know who I also feel bad for, kind of, not really, is Paris, France in general. France. Because I can't remember what country she ended up doing gymnastics for, but it was like it was an African country, and it was their first medal in gymnastics. And Algeria. She's French.
Mm-hmm.
She was born in France, raised in France, and France decided that they were going to move all of their gymnasts to one specific area. And if they didn't, they were not allowed to go to the Olympics. And she refused. And her father is from this African country. And she's like, fuck it, I'll just go to the Olympics for them. And she won and beat the French gymnasts.
Yep.
We talk about petty.
Not a single French gymnastics medal, just her.
That bitch is on a level of petty that I aspire to be on, and good for fucking her. Good for her.
I love it.
France, 0. That bitch, 1 million.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, we heard about that. We were laughing about it. It was pretty funny.
Greetings. Feeling productive this evening? Good. We're going to get stuff done. Hi, Chloe.
After we're done talking about the Olympics, we have problems.
Listen, please, Olympic tier productivity tonight. Already have a very productive weekend. So very excited to finish it out with a few more things and or relaxing sprints. If I get tired, built my compost thing today.
Nice.
You go.
Good job.
For the sprints, laundry, dishes, tidying, maybe chilling. If I get too tired of doing those things, I also have audio booking, probably. I haven't read at all this weekend.
And also look up Australian breakdancer.
And also Google
B-girl Ray Gun.
Ray Gun. Yeah. You come back and let us know. You'll find it right away. The first line in the first clip I Googled was a guy saying, I'm trying to make sense of what I just saw.
Yeah, everybody. The problem was, too, she was one of the first people that break dance. Like, they did the women's first, and they did breaking. Like, she was the second set of people that went, and people were, like, tuning in and going, like, what is this?
They're like, we don't understand it, but we're watching, we're learning, we're growing. And then they're like, what is this?
Well, because this is the first time it's been in the Olympics, and they said it'll probably be the only time.
Yeah, they've already pulled it out of the next one.
Why? Was it just not good, or?
No, I think part of the problem is it didn't get great ratings, and I think
it's very subjective.
It's very subjective because there's no criteria. Like you watch artistic swimming, you watch diving, you watch the racing, whatever. There's criteria they have to meet, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing. It's just subjective. Who do you think won the battle? That's like, there should at least be like a score based on how hard it was, and like style or something. If they created a scoring system, I think it could come back, but it's just too subjective.
Listen,
Well,
next
because that's
Summer
essentially
Olympics there will be flag football.
like not having a rating system would have been what gymnastics would have been in the beginning. Like it also, like, especially floor routine. Floor routine especially would have been like just subjective of who do you think did the best, but they had to make a system to make it make sense to be scored upon. So I mean, I guess
make it fair.
In theory, it could come back, but I don't think it would. But I want them to make putt-putt golf the one for the US. I need it to be putt-putt golf.
Also, some of the like canoeing and kayaking, there's
Sailing?
one where the people are in this like little canoe thing on their knee on one and their leg out on the other with one thing, and then they have to like dip into it to like do this, and it looks like they're humping the canoe. It's wild. And then you're like, they're just doing one side. How are they not turning in circles? I don't know. There's one where they have little paddles like this. There's like 4 of them with a bunch of little paddles going. It's crazy.
The sailboat one where they literally just dry hump the air and it said winning a gold medal, and that you like that, baby? I was like, I can't.
Yeah,
like,
they like lean
some
down
of them
and, like, hump
they
to get it
lean
to go
back
up the
like to get the sail, and they like hump. It's ridiculous, guys. I'm sorry, little Olympic tangent. We're gonna get to work, but it's just it was
Do we have
prime.
to? This is way more fun.
Prime entertainment. It was prime entertainment. I will look up a couple clips and send them to you. You're welcome. It's amazing.
There was like these ones where it's like, what do they call it? Like something surfing.
The kite surfing?
Not the kite, but that other one. And that, like, they have like a sail and like a surfboard, and then they're not touching the water.
They don't touch the water.
There's one little pole that comes down that's in the water, but they're not touching the water, and we're like, they're just flying through the air. I don't understand it.
It's like the Jetsons of water sports.
Like,
it's
what
the
is
weirdest
happening?
looking thing. It's so weird looking. I'm sending you clips. It's ridiculous. You're welcome. Check the private chat in here. I'll send you things. You're welcome. I will be working on edits though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They have the kite one, and then they have there was another one that they did where it was up out of the water too. It's weird. Working on the memoir. I'm going to hopefully work on the book, and if I get tired of that, I shall read One of Us Knows by Alyssa Cole, because I'm still
I might read. I don't know. I still have one more short story left in Ghost Camera.
I need you to read that one so we can discuss
and it's the longest one. And
the movie box one, box of movies,
box tapes.
But I need to work on my book. I just don't know if I wanna.
Well, before I get to do anything, I'm going to send Jess some clips and then get some stuff done. Amber's got the timer ready. Are we ready? We're going to Olympic. Don't sprint. It's 45 minutes. It's a marathon. We're running here. You ready?
Doesn't matter. It's
irrelevant.
You don't have a
rhetorical
choice.
question. There we go.
All runners to the starting gates.
All right. Good luck, everyone.
Go. I have to get back to the screen now.
I'm already here.
That's it. Tried, man. I tried. I got there. How'd everybody do?
Meh. I read a little bit.
Read a little bit and then I distracted you.
I rearranged my bookshelves. I got all the stack that was over here of ones that I had read up on the shelves and had to do some rearranging of the romance shelves. I had to do some side stackage. Because despite this empty space right here that you all can see, my shelves are full. There's no, that is the space. That is it. That's all of the space that's left. And as I discussed with Julie and Amber prior to the live show going live, that is the space that I have saved for all of the Sarah J. Maas books that I'm reading the next couple of months, for the readathon that we're doing, read along that we're doing. So like, it's going to be full in a few months.
Yeah.
I don't know where everything else that I read in the next few months is going to go.
She'll do that.
But it's fine.
Right.
But I did that and I watched those videos that you sent me of very boring sailing.
Yeah.
That was boring as fuck, my dude.
It's wild out of the water nonsense.
I mean, it was, but like, that would be the most boring thing to watch.
I mean, we didn't watch it. We watched highlights of that.
Yeah.
We can't watch hours of that nonsense, but like the
actual most of the rowing, canoeing,
we watched like
water
a 5-minute
sports.
highlight.
We watched just highlights. Yeah.
I did get some editing done, and no, I don't know. I think I might read next sprint. Been editing on and off all day, so I feel like I've done things. You know.
I don't know.
Well, it's fine. Kelly came. Chloe said she's gonna read. Kelly's gonna feed herself. Bree finished doing the dishes. Kelly did feed herself, and then did YouTube things.
Feeding yourself is a good step.
Fantastic step. Start the reverse outline. This will be time consuming. The outline to begin with.
I understand that life.
Yeah, I don't, but I get it. Played some aeroplane shifts, read a bit, got some soup. Now I'm putting away laundry. You are crushing it. Crushing it. Guess YouTube can't show Raygun's routine, but I saw some memes and read some comments, some of which were genuinely hilarious. Some, yeah.
I don't know. Like, I'm surprised it's not on YouTube as like the full routines.
I am too, but I think that they're still available for a couple days on like the streaming service of the Olympics, and then I think maybe after that they'll release them.
Maybe,
potentially. I don't know, but yeah.
I mean,
some of the comments.
It's on Instagram. Just look her up.
Yeah. Do my email inbox. 0.
Oh, speaking of email,
yeah, some of it is not nice, but I genuinely, it's not that it's not funny. There is humor to be found, but I feel entirely bad for her.
There was one that was really funny that they were like calling out the moves as she was doing them. And it kind of sounded like when you were a little kid and you would spell Mississippi, but you would say hump letter I, crooked letter, like that's what it sounded like in that beat. Yeah. He was like jackknife, rabbit jump, kangaroo bounce. And I was just like, that was the first one that I seen. And so now that's all I hear in my head when I see it is jackknife, bunny rabbit, kangaroo.
It was a struggle for me because we had watched, what did we had?
We watched the finals.
We watched the finals, but she was not in the finals. So we went back and we didn't go back. I saw a clip and I was like, we've got to go back to the semifinals and look at this. Like, I have to see this. So we went through and watched one. We only watched one of them. I didn't even realize that there were multiple battles that she did. I only thought she had done the one. And then I'd seen clips of it, other ones after it. But I, like, looking at Amber, I was like, I can't tell you how many times I have seen these exact moves in daycare or as a nanny, just having kids go, look, watch me. Look what I can do. And I'm like, just roll around. I was like, it was something, especially because we had watched the finals first. Like we had watched
the actually good
like finals, bronze, gold, silver matches, and then went backwards. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
That's not what that should have been.
I don't know what this girl was trying to do, but I don't think she did it.
No. But I have also seen people like in the breakdancing world be like, it stinks because it's really the only thing people are talking about in terms of like breakdancing. And like, we were really proud to get it in the Olympics for the first time. And now that's the only thing being discussed. Like not the gold, silver, bronze, not, the culture of it or how cool it is that it was in there. Like literally only that is being talked about. And he's like, that does suck, but I get it.
I mean, my other favorite one was the sharpshooter guy that got a silver medal that used like no weird eye shit, didn't have any ear protection. Like he just walked out with like a gun, was like hand in the pocket and was just like do. And they were like, I couldn't get silver because if I did, they'd know I was a hitman, and I couldn't get gold because if I got too good, they'd know that I was a hitman. I have to go back to my country and still have a job.
When you see like actual footage of the event though, and he turns his head, he does have like little plugs in.
Yeah, he has like normal earplugs in. They're wearing like headphones the size of their head, like a monocle that's got a 16 eye refractors on it that looks like a telescope fucking popping out of their eyeball. And he's just like safety goggles and
he's not even wearing safety goggles. He's just wearing normal street glasses.
They might be.
They might be. I think legally they have to probably.
I don't know because I've seen him outside of that wearing those same glasses. I think those are just his glasses.
He might have had like a lens then. If he like shoots enough, he might have had like a special lens. It was
maybe.
I was thinking
he kept his hand in his pocket and was just like, boom.
Like I understand they had to stand in that stance regardless, but like the hand in the pocket was a lot.
It was interesting.
It was great.
What's funny is on like a lot of shows we were watching, people are like, I can't believe the US didn't do well with shooting. The one thing that we're known for is shooting people up. And they were like, oh, all the people that are good at shooting are on the no-fly list. So that's that.
Yeah.
But also like we're not good at like target shooting. We're good at taking like AR-15s into buildings where people can't run away and just shooting them to smithereens. So like
there's no aiming.
there's no aiming. That is just mass destruction.
I think
so
US did decent with the
skeet, wasn't it? Yeah, skeet.
Yeah.
Skeet shooting. Which was kind of cool because they shot little like balls of like smoke things that went like, and you could see the color, like they were pink and blue and stuff. And
it's the clay breaks and you can see like
they were kind of cool. We again watched like 5 minutes of it and that was
very little. But that's okay.
But we watched, I will tell you, we watched all every single minute of rugby.
We did.
Every single minute.
The women's. We came in a little late for the men's.
Well, I mean, the women's was the one that was interesting.
Yeah.
The women were way more aggressive and brutal than the men were.
They were.
We have unresolved anger, and we're not allowed to be angry in our real lives.
They were rough. They were legit.
That's why Regina George had to start playing rugby. Or no, she played lacrosse.
Yeah. She did say that. We saw interviews where she was like, I think I've got a leg up with like musicality. Like I just understand music. I just understand.
I understand how the body's supposed to move, and I understand.
Oh my god!
And we're like, you made yourself look real stupid.
I feel so
because
bad.
Like when other people were battling, like people in the audience are, people that are into breakdancing, so they were all like, yeah, woo, woo, and clapping and getting into it. And when she went, it was just like crickets, like silence, and people looking at her like what?
I wonder though, like, is that the best Australia has? Like,
here's the thing. I actually went back and watched a qualifying thing. So the winner of like this thing that they had in Australia was going to be the one that was going to be the person they sent to the Olympics. And I 100% think that the girl that she battled and won against was way better than her. She was doing all the moves of the other people, but they picked Ray Gun. I don't know if she knows somebody and was like, vote for me, send me.
Like she gave the coach a blowy before time. Like what happened?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But I did see after that, the man from Australia, he came out and went so hard. He's like must redeem. Like I don't think he made it to the finals, but it was
he did at least better than her.
He did better than her. That guy was
he was very cool.
He was very chill. But yeah, in general, I enjoy them. I always enjoy them though. So, but it was fun having Amber get into it and then having somebody to watch them with. And it's been a really long time since I've had like uninterrupted ability to watch and not have somebody needing me or having other things to do. So I was like, I can actually just sit and watch and enjoy them and not have to worry about anyone. So it was nice this time around. So now I just have to figure out what winter sports she's into. I will be making her watch those too.
I got a couple of years before that happens. It's fine.
I'll just move in and we can watch snowboarding and skiing and ice dancing and figure skating.
I'm excited for like the luge and the one. What's the one where they're all in the big thing together?
The bobsled.
The bobsled. Like I like those. That stuff is scary and I like it.
Yeah.
I like those. Like the luge, and they're just like on their stomachs and they're just like hauling ass down this thing. Like that's amazing.
Head first.
I could never.
I know.
Like I slip a little on the ice and I'm like, oh, and like pull my back. You know what I mean? Like I could never.
Amber, what are you doing?
Yeah, that did happen when we first moved in out here. It was all rocky and like holes, and I went to go check the mail or something. I don't know what I was doing, and I fell. And then she came to bring the trash out 2 minutes later, and I was still laying on the ground, and she opened the door with me just sprawled out on the ground and was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I fell."
There was no one living here yet. The front grass was just a pit of rocks, and she was just laying amongst the rocks. And her shoe, she had gone out in my flip-flops. One shoe, I think, was still on her foot. The other one was nowhere near her. And she was like, I fell. And I was like, what? Are you just going to lay there?
I was like, the rocks hurt to try
She's
to get
like,
out.
If I try to get up, the rocks hurt. And I was like, well, you got to do something. You can't just stay there. So I leveraged her foot against the side of my foot and pulled. And I was like, you got to get up.
Do you remember when she was still living in Texas and there was still ice storm? This is why I'm laughing so hard. No. And she fell on her mom's dog.
And did.
I rode the dog like a sled.
She rode the dog like a sled. We were in here on StreamYard and it took forever. And you came back and you're like, I almost died. I was like, what do you mean? I almost died.
I literally slid around the parking lot trying to find something. It was so icy, there was nothing to pull myself up with. There was no purchase. Like, it had been so much ice that even the curb was just like a slide. Like,
Rusty,
there was nothing.
Just pulling him along with you until you can get somewhere to stand up.
Oh, God.
I let him go, and he just stood there and waited for me.
He was like shook it up eventually.
He was slipping and falling and stuff, too. So he was like, I'm good.
Oh.
I'll wait for you.
The way you came back, you went, I almost died. I was like, well, what were you wearing? And you were like, sandals, like house shoes. And I was like, flip-flops. I was like, well, you're a fucking idiot. You can't go out in ice in flip-flops. That's on you, my dude.
I looked like Raygon out there just going in circles, trying to like slide my way around and find my way out.
You went out in the ice in flip-flops. That's on you.
As soon as she started talking about falling, all I could see in my head was that her falling in the ice on the poor dog.
I will find a way to cut myself or jam a fingernail on literally anything, but Amber will fall if given the chance. Like, we both have our vices. I will absolutely somehow bleed.
She'll cut herself on something
On
everywhere.
the daily, I will find a way to bleed. But she will fall if given the opportunity.
If there's a chance to fall and sprain my ankle, I'll do it.
That stray cat has to be out there.
She is freaking out.
She is freaking out.
I'm gonna go look.
Go check and see what it is. She is losing her shit.
What is it, babies? What is it?
We have like a stray, like little gray cat, and Jasmine is not a fan of it. Amber sliding around the ice Texas parking lot was a better breakdancing routine than Reagan.
I really
Absolutely.
hope it's somewhere somebody has it on camera.
Somebody's ring definitely pulled it up. There's no way they didn't save it.
And they watch it daily.
There's no way. I would have saved it.
I would have saved it.
Had I been the neighbor, I would have definitely saved it.
So I could watch it every day and cry.
Oh my god.
I eventually had to slide over to the...
Because you were probably like in a tank top and your pajama pants and like flip-flops and with ice.
She was probably in shorts.
I wasn't in shorts. I know that.
But there's no way she had a hoodie or a jacket on.
No, but I know that I slid my way over to our dumpster because the door of the dumpster was open and it like the pole was in a hole. So I literally like grabbed it and by like the strength of my fingers just like pulled myself into a standing position. Oh, I was starting to freak out. I was like, I can't get up. I'm just gonna have to slide my ass back to my house or something.
Like, I'm just gonna have to call the 911.
I would have found a way to roll over and just crawled back to the house.
I panicked and I started going in circles.
I started going in circles. The way you came back and fell into your seat and you were like, I almost died. I thought I was going to have to call 911. I was like, what do you mean?
No, that was part of the problem. I hadn't
Her phone was inside.
Take my
you
phone
hadn't
with
taken
me.
your phone.
And I was like, I couldn't even call 911.
Oh my god. I was like, why would you have to call 911? I couldn't get up.
You need a life alert. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Okay, Mama's not mad. You're all right.
Those were good times, man.
I'm laughing.
Good times.
Oh,
The amount of times I've fallen in my life is unable to be counted. The limit does not exist.
Hey, but guess what? She caught something the other day. Her eyes went real big, real wide. Because I threw it and she caught it, and it was.
I was going to say something very inappropriate. So let's just keep moving on.
We can move on. I would have loved to hear a 911 call.
Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. How old are you? 40. 40?
Where did you fall? I'm outside. I'm on the ground. I'm by the dumpster.
I fell on the dog.
No, just watch out for the dog when you come.
I've already ridden him like a sled. Because legitimately, we were on the grass. We fell, and the curb just became a slide because I just did this, and so we just slid down the curb into the parking lot. And I thought we were never gonna stop.
We fell.
He fell first.
His center of gravity was so low. He slid.
He fell first,
slid.
like this, and then I fell and was like on top of him, but not my weight.
Yeah.
My hands were also on the ground, but we both just slid together.
Like an Amber-sized Bambi. It just.
That's the Olympic sport I want to see in the next Winter Olympics.
Oh god. Oh my god, it's amazing.
Oh god.
You poor thing.
Oh, god.
Well, luckily there was none of that this winter here.
No, I was able to walk on the snow and not fall.
My brain went to herpes, but
herpes.
Yeah, you caught something this week, and I'm like, what, herpes?
You caught something.
I did not catch herpes.
No.
No, you'd have to leave the house for that.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Well, I guess you wouldn't have to leave the house. They could come to you.
That's true, but I would have to leave the house to meet them for them to come to me, and that's not.
You could hire them.
Ew.
I'm just saying.
I wouldn't even know where to find someone like that.
I wouldn't either. There
What
was
do you do? Just like call like information, be like, "Hi, I'm looking for a prostitute." Like I don't know how to
preferably with
find that.
herpes.
I'm pretty sure you just go on Tinder. I don't know.
There was an Olympian who left. What did he leave a party? Was it a party? He like left a party and 15 minutes later was arrested for buying cocaine from a 17-year-old.
Oh no, he left his event.
His event?
He left his event. He was supposed to go to the finals. He didn't make it to the finals. He left the event. 15 minutes later, got arrested for trying to buy cocaine from a 17-year-old.
He was a male.
He was fucking mad he
field
didn't make
player.
it.
He was mad he didn't make it and went out and was like, "Where's the blow? I need it now." Some little kid was like, "I don't know, I have some." And the police were like, "Stop, no, we arrest you."
I was like, like in my native country would not know how to find illegal drugs, let alone in that time span, let alone in a foreign country. Like how?
Guaranteed there were so many people outside and he just started running around going, "Does anybody got cocaine?
La cocaine? La cocaina. Anybody.
You know, like, le cocaine.
Le no snow.
No snow. Oh God.
I was like, how would you even?
And some kid probably
That
his
boggles
own stash
me.
was like, I got some here. I'll sell it to
you.
you.
Take mine.
I got some powdered sugar.
You can take this one. I don't know.
He apparently just got off with a warning though.
The police were like, maybe don't. I think that's enough of the Olympic talk. Nobody cares.
Oh, we care, obviously, because we're cackling.
It was funny.
Was it as funny as Amber falling on the ice and sliding with the dog under her?
No,
that needs to be the next Olympic sport for the Winter Olympics.
Minus the dog.
Oh no, you have to fall on the dog. Like it has to be like a husky or like a winter dog, a winter breed. A winter breed.
A winter breed. They have to be bred for, you know.
Something with a double coat.
Yep. That makes sense.
You can borrow Flash.
I'm going to read. We will read.
I'm going to read through this resume that Amber corrected for me. Except,
did you get the right one this time?
I did, and I don't know that any of these words are the same words that I sent you, but I'm going to keep reading it.
I did use AI to change the words.
The Olympics this year were a hot mess, but amazing. Dog sledding, but the athlete is on their ass. Yep. It's the new Iditarod.
Iditarod?
Yeah, it's like it's a big dog sled race.
Have you never seen the movie Balto?
No.
I can't culture her and everything, Jess. Don't look at us like that. I can't do everything.
Way back in the, I don't know, 1940s, maybe-ish, there was this little town that everybody was sick with some bubonic plague disease, and everybody was dying, and they were trying to get them medicine, and they couldn't because nothing could travel because there was so much snow. And so they hired this dog sled team, and they went like the farthest, fastest any dog sled team has ever gone to get the people the medication they needed. And now they do that as like a race every year for dog sledding called the Iditarod.
Yeah.
Why is it called the Iditarod?
That was the name of the town.
I'm sure there's a reason, but I don't remember.
I don't remember what it is. But
go on Disney Plus, look up Balto, watch it. It's a children's
I don't have
version.
Disney Plus, and I refuse to pay for Disney Plus.
Listen.
It's not just a Disney movie. Like, I remember watching it as a child, like, in school, learning about it. There was other movies.
Okay. I mean, I know that, like, it was a real thing, but also Balto.
But also Balto. That's valid. We're going to sprint now.
Go and
do awesome things.
Okay. Good luck, everyone.
Okay, bye.
Hey, babies. Yeah.
He's back.
Back again. He's back.
Guess who's back? Tell a friend. It's me.
Really weird story.
What?
Just me over here reading a really weird story.
What are you reading?
Murder tape. What are they called?
Box of tapes.
Box of tapes.
Oh yeah, box tapes. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not reading something scary, so we're both reading something creepy. She knocks everything over. The cat jumps up like a freaking. Hi, meerkat. What's the matter? It's been a time over here.
She jumped. She was asleep on her perch, and she jumped so hard that she looked down at her bed like, "What the hell was that?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I told her I was sorry, and Julie said, "What about me?"
What about me? I really scared her. She jumped. I was like, her? You didn't care that you terrified me? No.
You're a human who understands that something fell, and that's why it scared you.
It was scary.
She's a cat. She doesn't understand why.
Page 137. Progress has been made. Book is really good. Have you read Alyssa Cole's other thriller, the When No One Is Watching?
I haven't read any Alyssa Cole.
I liked it a lot.
Wasn't that the Brooklyn gentrification one?
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't know how far I got. I'm on a Kindle.
The Amber by 311. It's on my TV right now.
Nah. I like that one. This one's really, really good. It's a thriller, but the main character has DID, so it's like all of their different headmates and like alters, and it's very interesting. I'm enjoying it. Well, hello. Spooky castle on a isolated island.
Did you finally wake up from your nap?
Of course. But I'm enjoying it. How did everybody else do?
I don't know.
You don't know. I could tell you. I could look at my book.
I can tell you there are 6 tapes, and she just finished watching her 4th.
I don't know.
That bitch has apparently never seen Insidious before. You do not watch things that are just left in the attic. Or is that sinister?
No, you don't.
No, how many things? The woman, the black woman in black, the woman in the window, the freaking
The Ring.
The Ring. You don't watch random tapes that say, "Hey, don't watch me.
Don't watch this.
You'll regret it." Maybe don't.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe walk your little happy ass out to your trash can and throw it away, and never think about it again.
What happens when you throw it away and it shows back up in the attic the next day?
Fire.
You said it was tape?
She finished the 4th tape and then picked her kid up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I am.
So you have 41, 34 pages left. Math. You're close.
Also, I'll have you know that I watched an episode of Buffy last night that I was like, this better not be what's happening, because I will stop watching. I can't do this again. I can't do it.
What episode were you guys watching?
Enemies.
Oh.
I don't care if I spoil people because Buffy's old. Okay? I'm sorry. Angel was pretending to be back to Angelus, and I was like, if he has actually turned back to Angelus, I'm not watching this anymore. I can't do it again.
When Faith is working with the mayor.
Oh, yeah.
I will not
do this again.
I don't want. Oh, I can't go through a whole nother arc of Angelus this quick. I can't do it. I was like, Angel needs to go on to his own show, and they could bring Spike back. That's what they could do.
I can't wait until she gets into the season 4 love interest. I have to know how she feels about that. You have to keep me updated on that one because that one's going to be hilarious.
We'll keep you posted. I'm living for it. I definitely didn't watch it all the way through, like every single episode, but I feel like I've probably seen them all, but like disjointed.
Yeah.
But I'm still at seasons where like I still watched these, but I don't remember them well. So
I was like, he's definitely just pretending to have turned into Angelus, and if that's not what's happening, I'm not watching it anymore. I can't do it.
Did get big, man. It was a lot. It was a lot to take in. She enjoyed the Xander love spell one.
That was pretty funny. Yeah,
that was a good one.
Especially when Jenny is there and like rubbing on him, and like Giles is just talking, and he's like,
"Like, get your girl."
He's like, "That's definitely not what's happening." He's like,
"It's been fun. It's been fun." Got 224 words written to finish off the chapter.
I do miss Xander and Cordelia together, but after what he did, he doesn't deserve Cordelia.
The Gentleman is...
How far in is that?
It's season 4, like episode 6 or 7.
I think we're nearing the end of season 3.
We're ending the near. Well, we're ending the near. We are ending the near.
We're
getting
nearing
there.
the end.
Yeah. It is one of my favorites. Like, it's probably top 10. It definitely has one of the creepiest villains.
Yeah. Sometimes the villains, though, it just is too much. Like, I like the random character things, like the episode where the swim team turns into monsters and Xander goes like undercover, and Cordelia's like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "No, I tried out for the team last night." And she was like, "I'm dating a swimmer." She was like, "Oh my god, I'm dating someone on a swim team."
There's some real good ones in like season 6, especially. Season 6 has the worst big bad, but some of the best episodes. So
and then we just watched the one where they brought back like Vampire Lily. Her name is not Lily on the show.
No.
Nope.
That's a different show.
Willow.
Vampire Willow. And Willow is like hitting on herself. And she was like, "I think she's a little gay." And I was like, if that's not foreshadowing, I don't know what is.
I think
I feel like I don't remember what the Gentleman episode is. The only one that I remember being really disturbed by was Hush, which I'm not excited to rewatch.
That is Hush.
That is that one?
Yeah.
Fuck that one. I don't like that one.
Yeah. Hush, The Gentleman, it's the same thing. The Gentleman is the villain of Hush.
Yeah.
Look, if you need to not watch it and I'll watch it and then tell you when it's over, that's fine.
I might. Or it's going to be a daytime watch.
It's fucking creepy.
Don't ever watch it during the day.
Huh?
That's the problem.
We don't ever watch it during the day. She was like, "It's not that creepy. It's not that bad." I was like, "That one is." I'm like, I do. I've never rewatched it, but I remember it being terrifying. And I'm sure as an adult it'll be better. But like, I did not have a good time watching that.
I've seen it probably 6 or 7 times, and it still freaks me out.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah. But it has a great ending. Actually, it has some of the funniest moments, though, because they're acting things out. They're pantomiming. They're doing charades like the whole episode. And like some of the funniest scenes come out of that episode as well, which is...
I'm going to watch it.
I'm just saying, like, it's like... It's amazing to me that they can have like one of the scariest villains, like top 3 villains in the entire series, like creep factor wise, and be so few words, so much happens. We meet so many like love interests and like all of that. Like so much happens in that episode. And it's so well done. Like seriously, like one of the best episodes.
It just can't be the last one we watch at night then.
Yeah, there was
one directly after that. Is the one after that the one where he gets the funny syphilis, or is that before?
No.
Was
that Raja?
That was Merlin.
Oh, I thought it was a little brown butt. I was like, bring her back.
No, Raja and I had a nap on the couch earlier.
Mm.
So when we were watching,
go ahead.
Faith is doing like her. She was like, "This is supposed to be my town," and I was like, "You're only here, okay, because Buffy died for like 2 seconds. Otherwise, you'd still be with your mom who didn't love you, okay? So calm down. Should have been my town. If it wasn't for Kendra dying and Buffy dying for 2 seconds, you wouldn't even be here."
Hush is episode 10 of season 4. It is later in the season than I thought it was.
That's fine. I get a little bit of a breather.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like halfway through the season.
They're long seasons.
They're like, yeah, most of them are 22 episodes-ish.
Yeah.
There's some good ones after that, but I would say if that's like the first one you watch that night, that's what I would suggest. Like if you're going to watch 3 or 4, have that be the first one you watch, because the one directly after that's not a funny one, but the like 12 and 13 are both pretty funny.
Okay.
We don't usually watch 3 or 4 a day.
Not normally. But I'll be fine. I'm an adult.
When we know it's coming, we'll just be like, you know what, let's take a lunch break and we'll watch it. And then we can watch something else. And then we can watch more episodes tonight.
Yeah. We'll take like a lunch break, watch it during lunch, and then watch like an episode of Holy Moly and then work and then come back up and do something different. Yeah. I can't watch it right before bed. I'll never sleep. But
I don't not have weird vampire dreams sometimes now.
Yeah.
I have weird vampire werewolf dreams, and I have problems.
Actually. I dreamt that I was sailing with Idris Elba in the Olympics.
I mean, that's not really a problem, though, is it?
No, I was not mad about it.
They were humping the little sailboat together.
We were, yeah.
Wow.
And then the next day, she told me about it, and then that day, we saw that they had ones that were mixed, so it was like one man and one woman. And she was like, "See, I could have done it with the Idris Elba.
Could have done it. I mean, I can't actually physically.
It wasn't Idris Elba.
It was Idris Elba.
No,
it was Shamar Moore.
It was Shamar Moore,
which was even weirder because I can't tell you the last time I thought about Shamar Moore. It was Shamar Moore. Weird. I was like, I don't know why. Just me and Shamar.
She just likes Idris, so Idris just takes over any. She's like, I had to dream about any man. He turns into Idris Elba.
So
that's fair, though.
You know,
I accept that.
I don't know how we circled around to the Olympics, but
I was talking about in the chat earlier on Mars's channel about, we were talking about like our Spotify playlists, and I have one that's called "What Even Is My Fucking Mood Right Now," because I just had like these 4 songs stuck in my head, and 2 were about like no one ever loving you and like you're not worth anyone ever loving you, and then the other 2 were about like dark romance, vampire, werewolf, sex songs. And that was just like the 2 things that were stuck in my head on repeat. And so I put those in a playlist, and then I made that title, and then let Spotify recommend me more songs. And so now it just has like some absolute fucking bangers in it. And I'm like, this is A-time TM. I don't know what's wrong with me, but these are my 2 moods currently.
Oh my. Oh my.
I don't use Spotify.
I feel like I need to be in a dark romance, and I don't even like dark romance. And then I accidentally bought one the other day, and I think I'm gonna vlog it.
Accidentally. I'm here for you vlogging that.
I thought it was about witches, which it is. It's called The Coven. It had a pretty cover. I only read the end of the synopsis. You know how like when they put the synopsis on the book, like the last paragraph or two is like, it basically tells you like the stakes of the book. That's what I read. I just read that part. I didn't read all of the rest of it that's talking about her being like a student and her professor being like evil and manipulative and also fucking hot. And then there's a whole page of content warnings, and it's going to be a great, I've already filmed the haul for that. And I had to stop because I was crying, laughing, going, what the fuck did I do to myself?
I love it. I love it.
I think I'm gonna vlog myself reading it for October.
You should. October?
Well, yeah, because it's spooky month, you know.
Oh,
dark romance. Well, I'll probably do it before. Maybe I'll go ahead and edit it and send you a thing and you could watch it.
Yeah, thanks.
You can be my free $1 patron for free $99. You can have exclusive content access.
Yay! I'll Venmo you $1. I think that's gonna do it for
anything. You feed me when I visit.
I will always feed you. We're gonna go bye-byes though. We ran much longer tonight than normal because Olympics.
No, it's because we're having a good time.
And we're having a good time, and because I'm not like dead on my feet tired, so I can do that.
Julia actually slept well last night.
I did.
Good for her.
Me too.
Yay!
I had a 2-hour nap with Raja on the couch too, so that helped.
Love that. 2 hour?
2 hour.
Mine doesn't do that.
Mine either. Just give up all the bisexual finger guns and peace signs, even though one of us on the screen is not bisexual. Good job guessing which one.
Pew, pew, pew. We will see all of you next Sunday. I hope you have a great week. Do awesome things.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's everything. We appreciate you.
Watch Buffy.
Watch Buffy. But not the creepy ones. Not before bed.
Bye. Bye.